Alright, so I'm going to be talking about like input devices or something. It's pretty awesome, just to let you know. Now, what input devices are is they're things for a computer and you can like do something to them and it makes the computer do something. Pretty much that's about the entirety of input devices. Now, the first one I'm going to talk about is very common. It's the keyboard. I don't know if you could see that too well. I know this is kind of just like a typical YouTube video so far of someone with, like something weird and they're just holding it up to their webcam right here and you can't really see it, but it's a keyboard. Trust me, it's a full keyboard. It works. I could type on this and do something right now. What it does is there's a whole bunch of keys on it. And like if you wanted to do something like say I were to press, I don't know, get this in here. If I were to press Alt and then this button right here, F4, then all this right here would go away because Alt F4 just exits out of this program. And you could also, it doesn't only like stop programs, it can also start programs. Either you have like shortcut keys, like if I wanted to open something and I made a shortcut key for it, I press Control C, it could start a program of some sort if I wanted to, but I haven't yet. This is a school computer, I can't do that. Let's see. You could also go into Command Prompt and type in stuff here, and you could start applications from there if you're really geeky and into that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it, but let's go to a definition just real quick. A keyboard, as defined by dictionary.com, is the row or set of keys on a piano, organ, or the like. That's probably not what we're talking about here. Or a set of keys usually arranged in tiers for operating a typewriter, typesetting machine, computer terminal, or the like. That is probably a little more accurate as to what we're talking about right now. So yeah, that's a keyboard. And let's see. Next up is a mouse. It's pretty awesome. You can kind of see this a little better, the whole thing. You see that? It's a Dell mouse. It's laser. It's pretty awesome. Anyways, what you do with the mouse is it's kind of like the keyboard in that you move it around. Well, you don't move the keyboard around, but like you see these two buttons right here. If you click these, stuff happens if you're over stuff. So it's pretty cool. Like there's this little pointer thing on the screen right there. You can't see it, but I can see it. Anyways, there's this little pointer thing on the screen right here, and as you move this around, you click on stuff that's on the screen, and if you click on the right things, it just might do something like open a program. It can also close programs. Like there's this X up in the top right-hand corner of the screen up here that if I clicked on that right now, it would do the same thing as if I pressed Alt F4 on the keyboard. It's just awesome like that. And that's pretty much a mouse. But let's get a dictionary definition of the mouse. Dictionary.com defines a mouse as any of numerous small old world rodents of the family Muridae, especially of the genus Mus, introduced widely in other parts of the world. That's probably not what we're talking about right now, but you can kind of see how like a mouse kind of resembles a mouse of like the animal variety. Anyways, this is probably a more accurate definition of a mouse is a palm-sized button-operated pointing device that can be used to move, select, activate, and change items on a computer screen. That's probably the more accurate definition. Anyways, then there's also things like microphones, which you see right here. I'm talking into a microphone. You hear that? That's a microphone. And while it can be used to record stuff like my boring video right here, it can also be used to do commands on a computer, or type things into a computer. And I haven't done this. I think that generally it's good for people who really don't know how to use a computer, maybe a person with a disability of some sort, it would be good for that. But for me, I just never used like, you know, microphone as input for a computer at all, really, unless I'm recording something. So yeah, it looks like I'm almost at 5 minutes here, so this has been fun. But let's get a dictionary definition of a microphone real quick. An instrument capable of transforming sound waves into changes in electric currents or voltage used in recording or transmitting sound. And That's the only definition dictionary.com has. So I'd say that's a good definition of this. And what it does is, like, you say something like open program such and such, and if you have the appropriate software on the computer, it'll recognize that command and open that program. It's kind of magical. I don't understand how it works really, but it's awesome. Anyways, it's been fun. Bye, YouTube.